Nolan Tidwell, Max Schweid, Austin Olds, Quentin Macpherson, Joey Friend, Michael Levitt, Ethan Golar, Grayson Schober, Aiden Rudolph, Anthony Rivera, Davis Cunningham, and more. And we are ready. We are green here at GoPro Motorplex for the first main event of the afternoon. 2 and 3 wide as they go up the hill. Jeremy Fletcher, your leader, side by side, and we've got 2 drivers tagged, 3, 4, 5 collected over in turn 2 and 3. I believe Mateo Naranjo might be one of those drivers that got turned in turn number 2, and they make their way out of 4 now with the rest of the field still clean and green. Everyone's back going with the field a little more spread out at the back half. Up front, it is Fletcher. Austin Jers is second. Great start for Braden Robinson. We got a couple together. In turn 6, Stephen Miller's involved. Austin Olds as well as losing a lot of time. He's trying to get back going. Somehow, again, everyone still remains underway. Jeremy Fletcher takes them out of the final corner. He leads lap number 1. Austin Jers second. Jake Walker, great start to get up to third. Braden Robertson fourth. Aiden Rudolph has had a rough start here. He's been shuffled way down. Even starting at the back of the field, trying to get up and then going backwards. And all over the place here for Aiden Rudolph. As we look, oh, there's more contact back in the field. That's around turn number 4, Graham Tremmel. Elio Meza, one more of the Franklin Motorsports entries. Not sure who we had back there. That's going to split the packs up. It's about 8 drivers up front. Battle for second, battle for fourth, battle for sixth. Austin Jers getting shuffled wide by Jake Walker, who moves into second. Weldon into third. Jers back to fourth. Jasir is fifth. Nichols sixth. Robertson seventh. Dzelski is eighth. Big gap to Graham Tremmel and Elio Meza. All the while, Jeremy Fletcher trying to get going. The 856 Team Valentoni kart with a healthy lead through turn number 1. Walker up to second. Best weekend to date for Jake Walker and the Mike Doty Racing Cosmic. About a half second back from the race leader with JC Karting. Sebastian Weldon trying to push him forward. As the field heads through the infield once again here, Walker with the fellow Cosmic of Weldon trying to close back to Fletcher. Look like they're starting to make up some ground. Braden Nickel going to get passed for 7th. That was by Dzelski as Braden Robertson got passed by Beckham Jasir, who is having one of his better weekends on the national scene since moving up to the junior ranks. Great stuff from Beckham in the Paralyn USA, Paralyn North America branded entry as Dzelski goes by Braden Robertson. Here comes Braden Nickel looking back inside. Tucks in line. Jake Walker and Sebastian Weldon now have Austin Jers latching on, trying to dig forward towards Jeremy Fletcher. They're gaining for sure. 2 kart lengths back from Walker, or from Fletcher to Walker. Giving you the updates on through the field. Aiden Rudolph up 18 spots, so he was up, down, and all around, and somehow made up 18 positions to P17. One of the drivers who had a DNF in the pre-final. Davis Cunningham had that massive, scary crash in turn number 6. He's trying to make up some ground as well, having started at the tail end of the field. I believe he was able to start this race. I'm not for sure, but I will try and find the senior rookie and see if he made it out there. He'd be under one of the Crosslink Competition X sprees. As the field comes across the line, it's a 4-driver party up front. Walker's there, Weldon's there, Jers is there. Big gap to Danny Dzelski and Beckham Jasir as Dzelski's worked his way by. 4 laps complete, 18 laps to go. Dzelski trying to bring the second train forward, about 1.5 seconds back off the lead. That second group of 4 has Dzelski, Beckham Jasir, Braden Robertson, Braden Nickel. Elio Meza's closing in on them. He's gone by Graham Tremmel, trying to pull away. Behind Tremmel, that is Oliver Cunningham in the Franklin Motorsports OTK. Then it's Spencer Conrad. Then it is a wild show inside the top 15. Side by side there, Justin Music, Mason Walters, and more. Up front, Jeremy Fletcher already starting to block. He's feeling the pressure from behind. Shot down the inside in turn number 1, blocking through 3. He does not want to give up the lead, but he's going to. Here comes Jake Walker. Jake Walker to the lead. Fletcher trying to hang it around the outside. Does he do it? Walker gets clear, and for the first time, oh man, Fletcher nearly stuck the nose back in. For the first time in his career, Jake Walker is leading here at the United States Pro Kart Series on the national level, and the Mike Doty Racing Cosmic takes him into turn number 8. Sebastian Weldon right there on Fletcher, trying to find a way past. Austin Jurors right there. A little bit of a bigger gap, shrinking now. Back to Danny Dzelski. Now let's see how long. Fletcher's looking real antsy, real early. He wants to go back by Walker, I'm pretty sure as soon as he can. He might have a shot. Turn 1, not this time, he'll wait. Jake Walker still your leader here as they go up the hill to turn number 3. Austin Jurors fading back a little bit. Dzelski still there in 5th. Sebastian Weldon, Fletcher, late attempt on Walker into turn 4. I don't even know if he meant to go to the inside or if he just had too big of a shove from Sebastian Weldon. But nonetheless, they all stack back up again with that bottleneck. Brings Jurors back in, and Dzelski is well on the way. Beckham Jasir and Braden Robertson are still 6th and 7th. Raiden Nickel 8th. Elio Meza's latched on in 9th. Graham Tremble can't seem to get that last little bit going where the speed that Meza has on the Iron Rock Motorsports Tony kart. So he's still back there. But as they come across, the packed up group sees Jeremy Fletcher happily pushing Jake Walker, who continues to lead as they go up the hill. And Danny Dzelski is there officially. 5-driver party up front. Down the back, does Fletcher go for it? He's bumper looking. Here he comes. Jeremy Fletcher back to the lead. Weldon 2nd. Walker trying to stay 2nd. He will. He'll force Weldon to back off. That'll split them up, and Walker goes to 2nd. Jurors to 3rd. Weldon back to 4th. Dzelski still 5th, and here comes the 2nd group once again. Braden Robertson going to get back into the mix. Braden Nickel to the outside of Beckham Jasir, not able to get by, trying to close up to him. Right on the bumper here. Braden Nickel's been out of a national go-kart race for over a year and a half, I believe. And he is rocking in right back where he left off here in the junior ranks. May see things start to calm down here for a moment. 14 laps to go. Already 8 laps completed. Fletcher still the leader, but it's a 9-car group behind him, and for the moment they aren't passing too much. You just got to give it a little bit of time. And again, everybody's a little bit antsy to try and get to the front of this pack, because when the pack gets this big, it can get split up by any number of causes, from a chain getting blown like we saw with Nick Terlecki and the KA Seniors, to anything else in between going on in the middle of the pack. So when it gets this big, you're back 8th or 9th. You're at the mercy of 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd to all make very smart decisions. Otherwise, that pack gets split, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so now, Beckham Jasir going by Braden Robertson. Robertson going back by. That'll be the split right there. And no matter what Raiden Nickel and Elio Meza do, that gap is now back up to over a 2nd to Dzelski, and we're back down to 5 drivers in the lead group once again. And it's going to continue to be like that as long as they shuffle for that 6th, 7th, and 8th position. As we look back to the lead group, though, they're all kind of biding their time, not really worried about trying to go forward just yet. Jake Walker still pushing on Jeremy Fletcher, giving him a little bit of a shove every straightaway that he can. Austin Jurors has been pretty silent here today. Austin Jurors, in the privateer Austin Jurors Racing Tony Kart colors, is just really taking his time. He made his bid at the very end of the pre-final, but other than that, he's not been in any hurry to go to the lead, not been in any hurry to go to 2nd. Doesn't feel like he needs to be out front to be in control of his own race. He's just wanting to be in that pack and take his time until they get towards the end. Whereas Jake Walker and Jeremy Fletcher are around. The leaders are gone. Turn 4. Fletcher is spun. Walker is deep in the field. They were side by side for the lead into the bowl, and Jeremy Fletcher is now down in 20th. Walker is down to the edge of 10, and that has given the lead to Austin Jurors. Jake Walker was going for the lead down the inside, down the back straightaway. Jeremy Fletcher tried to close the door, and I don't know how they got wheel locked, and now Graham Tremmel's around in turn 8. That was inside the top 10. Tremmel is way off the racetrack in turn 8. He's got the whole field coming on by now. That just changed the entire complexity of this race, and that is going to have some championship implications for points leader Jeremy Fletcher. Fletcher spun like a top. Credit to both drivers to keeping the engines running and getting back going, but that was a battle for the lead. They are now well deep in the pack. In fact, Walker got into it again that time. I believe he may have been involved in the incident that sent Graham Tremmel backwards, because Jake Walker's now, he's not even coming across. He pulled in. Jake Walker's done. So the damage too much for the Mike Doty Racing Cosmic. Meanwhile, Jeremy Fletcher, he is running just behind Cooper Shipman. Currently, last time by, I think he was scored in 16th, or no, 17th, up to 16th. Might get back to the top 10 here with 10 to go. So again, major championship implications for Jeremy Fletcher. Not the main event he wanted to start his season finale weekend with. On the other side, Sebastian Weldon's gone by Austin Jers. They are the new leaders. Jers second. Danny Dzelski is third. Elio Meza fourth. Raiden Nickel is fifth. Beckham Jasir is sixth. Big gap back to Braden Robertson. Chase Hand had a rough start. He's trying to work his way back up. And look behind Chase Hand. Aiden Rudolph up 26 spots into the top 10. Hand going to go by on Robertson. Braden Robertson going to look over and see his teammate. He's be like, hey man, we talked in the tent and you were starting dead last. And how are you here at the halfway point? Well, Aiden Rudolph has driven his tail off and got a heck of a start. He's now up to 7th, I believe. Right behind Rudolph is another driver. That is the 816 of Mason Walters, the local Mooresville, North Carolina-based driver, having a great run as well here today in the final. As Sebastian Weldon, Austin Jers, and Danny Dzelski still lead the way. Big gap to Raiden Nickel and Cooper Elio Meza there in 4th and 5th. They are roughly 2.5 seconds back as of last time by, not really making up any ground. If anything, they're losing a little bit of touch with the leaders. They gave up half a second last time. I think they're going to lose a little more this time by. I don't know if you'll see any other drivers join the top 3 without a massive mess like what we just saw down the backstretch with Jeremy Fletcher and Jake Walker. Seven laps to go here at GoPro Motorplex. If you're just joining us live on the EKN Radio Network or just walked up to the fence line, we did originally have 5 drivers in this lead group. Jeremy Fletcher, championship contender, was leading. Jake Walker went down to pass him down the backstretch towards the turn 4 bull corner. And I don't know exactly, we're on the far end of the racetrack here with the tower, so I'm going to be as subjective as I can. But I would look like Walker was definitely more than halfway up along the inside. The two somehow came together, sent Fletcher spinning, sent Walker spinning. Walker pulled in. Fletcher is currently trying to drive back up. He is looking to get back towards the top 10. Another driver right in front of him, Justin Music. He's going to pick him off. So move Fletcher back up. That will put him into 12th. The driver ahead of him, the driver who had one of the nastiest hits I've seen in a long time, Davis Cunningham, in his first junior race, qualifies 3rd and then gets spun out, or first hit wide in turn number 4, and then in turn number 5 gets spun out in front of the field and pile drive into the right rear tire. Demolished the right-hand side of the go-kart, was able to at least limp it off the racetrack, repair it, and now he has picked up more than 25 positions to get up into 11. Now he's going to lose that spot as Fletcher goes by into turn 4. That does not take away the incredible drive that Davis Cunningham has put together. His teammate Aiden Rudolph is also a couple spots up the road, has made up an equal number of positions, 27 to be exact for Aiden Rudolph, as he trails Beckham Jasir and Chase Hand, currently outside of the top 5 in 8th. We're going to come to see 5 laps to go, though. We are closing in on the final stages, and you're seeing the top 3 just start to shuffle. Austin Jers, your new leader through turn number 2. Danny Dzelski second. They both shuffled Sebastian Weldon back. You know, this is a bittersweet day here for Sebastian, but he would love nothing more than to try and get a race win as they go through turn number 3. Through turn number 7, Austin Gers now going to come under fire. Danny Dzelski inside, outside, and here he goes through to the lead with Weldon trying to follow. He can't do it. Gers hangs on to P2, and for the first time today, Danny Dzelski leads in KA Junior. You want to talk about a quiet move forward? That has been Dzelski. He slowly hunted the leaders and was just riding at the end of the train up until now. 4 to go, right when it counts. The RPM Tony Kart driver now leads the way. Gers second, Weldon third. The Micro Swift class getting set to go green here shortly. Again, your Micro Swift division presented by Team Ferris Racing. Going to see Keelan Harvick start on the inside of the front row alongside Lucas Palacio. Harvick trying to clinch the championship here this afternoon. He already got maximum points so far with the pole award in qualifying and the win in the pre-final. Back to the lead though. Austin Gers has gone back by Dzelski. He's starting to block a little bit. That's going to back them up. They've still got a long way before they back up to Elio Meza and Raiden Nickel, who are being hunted down by Chase Hand. But they might just do it here depending how early they fight. 3 to go this time by. Gers, Dzelski, Weldon the top 3 as they go down the front straightaway. Headed up the hill to turn number 3. Now down the back straightaway. Austin Gers, your leader. Danny Dzelski is second. Sebastian Weldon third. Here comes Dzelski inside. Slide job move by Danny Dzelski. Great pass. He's through back to the lead in the bowl. And as they go through turn 6, Dzelski, little shot there from Gers. Weldon still just kind of riding behind them with a 3-second cushion back to Elio Meza and Raiden Nickel in 4th and 5th. Gers tried something there out of turn number 8. It did not work. Dzelski still the leader. Weldon just kind of giving love taps to either one of those two drivers whenever they fade backwards. But now we'll start to see things really heat up because the double sticks are coming. 2 laps to go in KA Junior. Here comes Dzelski to the bottom. Gers follows him to the grass to 1. Weldon crossover. He's going to get Austin Gers up the hill, and Sebastian Weldon moves into second. Weldon's also got a big run on Dzelski towards turn 4. Dzelski blocks. Weldon following him as Dzelski washes wide. He's got to cover it off the inside into 5. Dzelski blocking everywhere he can. Weldon trying to find a way past. A lap and a half to go. 3-driver breakaway up front. Going to become 6 real soon. Weldon to the outside. Dzelski blocks the bottom. Here comes Gers. Takes back second as Weldon opened the door. Austin Gers now back in the driver's seat again, trying to find a way by Danny Dzelski, who is playing his cards absolutely perfectly here. Dzelski in one of his final junior bouts blocks the inside into 11. Gers has to follow, shoves him wide. Weldon gives him a shot. He's going to give him a big run down the front stretch. He has to go to the bottom. Weldon goes way high, crossover again. He's going to do it again. Here comes Weldon up the hill, inside, turn 3. He's back to second. Danny Dzelski playing this one perfectly. He's got him blocked off. Weldon has to follow him to the grass into 4. He's just got to continue to low line. Lap traffic's up the road. It will not matter. We have half a lap remaining. Dzelski, Weldon, Gers through turn 6 and 7 into the hairpin final time. Weldon has to block the inside, and he knows it. Gers going to cross over all of them. It won't be enough. He's going to be side by side with Weldon. He'll let him in. He's going to try and give Weldon a shot. Weldon's got to dig hard. Oh, no, he's going to move him up the racetrack. They're going to battle for second. Danny Dzelski, in his debut with Ryan Berry Motorsport, is going to win in KA Junior. Sebastian Weldon second. Austin Gers is third. Chase Hand fourth, and Elio Meza rounds the top 5.